Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students and welcome to CET JEE classes of preliminaries algebra, and in that we are going into the topic logarithms. Well, we have solved quite a few questions from logarithms, and in today's class we will continue with the problems of logarithms, and we'll make sure we know, make sure that we understand all the possible questions from this topic logarithms. All right, now see, what I'm trying to do is making your basis stronger. All right, and on that basis we can build upon the chapter of mathematics. Well, so this algebra concept may it be partial fractions or algebra or the indices, so all this is the basis. All right, and on that basis we can build upon the other topics of maths. Now let us straight away go into this question. Well, you have if 4 raised to the power log 3 to the base 9 plus 9 raised to log 4 to the base 2 is equal to 10 raised to log x to the base 10. Then what is the value of this x? That's the question. All right, so let us understand part by part. Okay, first let me take this quantity. So 4 raised to log 3 to the base 9. So I will just talk about this now. All right, so log 3 to the base 9. Yes, so this can be written as log 3 and this is 3 square. Correct? Well, that is equal to 1 by 2 log 3 to the base 3. I'll tell you why. Understand, the formula behind this is log a raised to q and b raised to p if you have. Yes, then how do you write? You write p by q log b to the base a. See, whatever you have here comes before log, you know that property, correct? So whatever power you have here, that comes before log, and if you have any power to the base, that will be divided here, that will be divided. So that will be p by q. We have understood this property very well when I started this concept of logarithms, and now you just have to apply that property here. So please remember which property we are applying here. All right, so here I have q which is 2, so therefore it will be in the denominator, and this is 3 to the power 1, let us say. So p is 1, so that is 1 by 2 in place of p by q. Next, what is log 3 to the base 3? That is 1. Yes, so that is 1, therefore only half remains, half into 1. All right, so that formula is log a to the base a is 1. So that a can be anything, log e to the base e, log 10 to the base 10, whatever. As long as you have the same numbers there, so it will be always 1. Well, so using these two properties we got log 3 to the base 9 is equal to half, is it not? Yes. Let us continue. I'll just erase this. I hope you understood the formulas. Please note down. Okay, well, next you have log 4 to the base 2. The base is 2 here, and this can be written as 2 square. Yes, so this can be written as 2 square. Correct. Now you don't have any power here, but you have a power here. So if you have any power here, that comes before log, that comes before log. So the formula is, okay, I'll give you the same formula not to confuse. Understand? So what is there in the place of p? That is 2. So that comes here. Divided by q is 1. So divided by 1, divided by 1. So that is 2 itself. And then log, what remains is a, that is 2, and b is 2 again. Now again log 2 to the base 2 is 1. Therefore only 2 remains. I hope you understood that. Log a to the base a. Okay, I don't have to write that. I have written it already. Well, now tell me what happens to this. Yes, what happens to that? So that is 10 raised to log x to the base 10. So I'll tell you this is equal to x. Why? Because log, a to the power log x to the base a to the power log x to the base a is x. You have the same basis, then exponential and logarithm are opposite functions. What remains is only x. What remains is only x. Alright, so please remember this property as well. Now combining all the three, what are we left with? We are left with, understand, see, this part is 2 and this whole part is x, that is x. So this becomes 4 raised to half, correct, because this part, yes, and then 9 you have got 2, so this is 9 square and that is equal to x. Well, so we got pretty much the value of x here, is it not? Well, so what is it? Therefore the value of x 4 raised to half, 4 raised to half is square root of 4, or you can write this as 2 square half. So this 2 will cancel. You can think in any way you want. So this is 81. Okay, so this will remain, this will be only 2 plus 81. So x is equal to 83. So 83 is the answer. Okay, and that's the value of x. That completes the first question. I hope you understood. It's just using the formula. See, maths is all about knowing the formula and applying the formula appropriately. All right, so once you do that, then there is no difficulty in maths. You just have to have the database of all the formulas in your mind. Once you have the database, you just have to select the appropriate formula and apply, use it. All right, so that's the technique. And how that database of formulas will be fixed in your brain? Only by practice. All right, so only by practice, only by solving the questions, you will remember the formulas, and during the exam you can take those formulas and use them appropriately. Well, let me go to the second question. The second question is similar. Yes, it is absolutely similar. So log 3 to the base 9. Yes. So what is log 3 to the base 9? I already explained in detail. And what is log 4 to the base 2? Which is 2, because this is 2 square, correct? So 2 comes before. Well, so that is known. And what about LHS? The LHS of this is 4 to the power half plus 9 square, which is 4 to the power half. Square root of 4 is 2 and 9 square 81. So this is 83. Okay, now understand. So given equation becomes, what is GE? Given equation. So given equation becomes 83 is equal to 10 raised to log 83 to the base x. Okay, so given equation becomes 83. Well, now when do you think this part will be 83? When do you think this part will be 83? Yes, if the base is 10. If the base is 10, then you will be left with only 83. So this base and the exponential base of the log and base of the exponential, both must be same. Then only they will cancel each other and only x remains. So this must be 10 by verification. Okay, so that must be 10, and that's the first option. I hope you understood that. Okay, just by looking at the equation. Otherwise you have to solve it. So you have to reduce this exponential, okay, and convert that into convert the log into exponential. Okay, so convert the log into exponential. You take it as y, then what is 83? That will be x to the power y, correct? So 83 is x to the power y, and then this y is nothing but this, so 10 raised to y, this is x to the power y, correct? See, this is x to the power y, 83, and this is 10, and what is this? Y, correct? So y are equal, so x also must be equal, right? So that means x is equal to 10, x is equal to 10. So that way also you can understand, in whatever way you will understand, and that's the answer 10. Otherwise you can go through the options, put appropriate value for x and check where you get 83. That way is also fine. Well, so that completes the second question. You have got the answer, first option, that is 10. Now let's move on to the question number 3 quickly. So question number 3, find the number of solutions. Okay, so find the number of solutions of the equation log x minus 1 to the base 4 is equal to log x minus 3 to the base 2. Okay, number of solutions, how many solutions are there? Is it a linear equation? Then you will have 1. Is it a quadratic equation? If it is so, then you will have 2 solutions. Not always, but there are some conditions which we need to apply. We'll understand that. Okay, do you have 3 solutions? Solutions means what? The values of x. Okay, so how many values of x are present? 1, 2, 3 or 4? Let's see. So we'll start with the equation. So log x minus 1 to the base 4 is equal to log x minus 3 to the base 2. Yes, let me make bases similar. So I may write it as 2 square, then log to the base 2. Log to the base 2 can be deleted from both sides. Okay, so that will be easy for us. Now we'll make it equal. So what am I writing here? I am writing 2 square, yes, and this is x minus 1. That is equal to log x minus 3 to the base 2. Now this is of the form log a to the power q and b to the power p. That is nothing but p by q log b to the base a. Okay, now what do you have in place of p? 1. And what do you have in place of q? That is 2. So this is like 1 by 2 log x minus 1 to the base 2, that is equal to log x minus 3 to the base 2, correct? Well, because of this formula, okay, so from this step to this step, This is the formula. Well, now you have something before log. What happens to that? That becomes power here. Yes. Now this is log x minus 1 to the power half and the base is 2, and this is log x minus 3 to the base 2. And what is the reason now? The reason is log yes, so that is log n raised to m. The base, let me write e. Okay, base can be anything. Okay, or let me write it in general. I'll write just a. It can be anything. E, 10, 2, 5, 10, 3, whatever. Okay, so if you have anything before log goes as the power, that's the logic you remember. Okay, I have told you, you can shift it, promote it, give a higher position, make it a power, give it some power. Okay, well, in whatever way you remember, fine. Now what do you see? You have log to the base 2 here and log to the base 2 there. So if the values of the log are equal, then these quantities also must be equal, right? Yes. So these quantities are equal. Well, now this is square root. This is square root half. So what I'll do, I'll square both sides. See what happens if I squaring. So this remains, this will be x minus 1 because half and whole square. So 2 and 2 will cancel. Okay, so this will be equal to x minus 3 whole square. Well, so we will get a quadratic equation, and let's see which values of x will satisfy the equation. Okay, don't just now decide that this is a quadratic, therefore there must be 2 solutions. Don't decide that. Don't think the answer will be 2. Definitely, it may be 2. Let's see. Let me continue with this equation now. So this is x minus 1 and x square and minus 6 x and then plus 9, right? Okay, so this is nothing but x square minus 6x, that will be minus x plus 9, and this minus 1 becomes plus 1, that is equal to 0. So 7 plus 10. So how do you split this minus 7? Minus 2 and minus 5. Yes, correct. So this is minus 2x minus 5x. Well, so this is like x minus 2, and you can take minus 5 common, that is again x minus 2. Yes, and this is x minus 2. If you take common, what remains is x and here minus 5, that is equal to 0. Well, so either x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 5. Either the first factor is 0 or the second factor is 0. You know that very well. I don't have to explain that. That's a silly point there. Well, now the job is whether both these solutions satisfy the equation. So how do you check that? You substitute here. You put 2. So that will be 2 minus 1, which is 1, positive. No problem. But when you come here, this will be 2 minus 3, and you will get log of minus 1. Log of minus 1 does not exist. Log of negative, log 0 does not exist. It must be greater than 0. This quantity must be greater than 0. So that condition is very important here. So x is equal to 2 does not satisfy. It does not satisfy the equation. Therefore, which is the solution? Only x is equal to 5. So when you put 5, this is 4, and when you put 5, this is 2. Both are positives. They exist. They will be equal. Correct? So how many solutions are there? There is only one solution to this equation. You don't have 2 solutions. Just because you got quadratic, don't decide that there will be 2 solutions. Remember, it must satisfy the given equation. Then only it will be a solution. Otherwise, it won't be a solution. Well, so that is about question number 3. Now let's move on to question number 4. Looks interesting. Let's see. Well, you have got log to the base 7 and then you have got base 5 here and x plus 5 and then root x and which is equal to 0. Then what is the value of this x? That's the question. Well, we have done a similar problem, I suppose. Yes, we have done a similar problem. Yes. Now, first of all, remember this pattern. Log x to the base, what shall I write? A. I'll write A. This is equal to, now I need x. So what is x? X is nothing but what is the base for log A. So what is the base for the exponential? A, and this goes as the power. So this is the conversion. This is the conversion. Correct? Okay. Now understand, this is like log A is 7 and this quantity x is this much. Okay, so this much is x for me now, and what is y? 0. So I should write this now. So I should write only x. So I should write only this quantity now. So start with log root x plus 5 and root x, and that is equal to, I should write a to the power y. Now what is a? A is 7 and to the power y, y is 0. I hope you understood that conversion between log to exponential. Okay. Well, now what is 7 to the power 0? 7 to the power 0 is 1. Anything to the power 0 is 1. Well, now once again I must use that. Now this is log. In place of a I have got 5. In place of x I have got this much. And in place of y I have got 1. So I must write this now. So I am writing x now first. So that is square root of x plus 5 plus square root of x. That is equal to, now what is a? In place of a I have got 5. Correct. And y is 1. That is nothing but 5 itself. So what did I get? See, I got this. Square root of x plus 5 plus square root of x is equal to 5. Now you can square both sides and solve. It will take a lot of time. Instead of that, what you can do is go through the options, substitute each option in place of x and check if you get 5. Now first I'll put 1 in place of a. 1 plus 5, 6, root 6 is not a whole number, leave it. 3, if you put 3 plus 5, root 8, that is 2 root 2, and this will be root 3, again you will not get 5. Put 4, if you put 4 here, if you put x is equal to 4, this will be 4 plus 5, which is 9, and this is 4. So this is root 9 plus root 4 is 2. Root 9 is 3, 3 plus 2, which will be 5. So that is matching. Therefore, what is the answer? X is equal to 4. Therefore, the value of x is 4. I hope you understood. This is just a conversion between log and exponential. So once you understand that conversion between log and exponential, you will understand this question easily. Well, let's move on to the question number 5. See, this is log x plus log y plus log z plus log w, let us say. All the bases are same, therefore you can use that formula log x plus log y. Well, so we will use that formula. Let us start. Okay, understand, If you have log a to the base a, that is 1, right? So let me write it as 1. So that makes the job so much easier. Well, now what happens to this 1 becomes minus 1 that side. So I am left with log 2 plus log 16 plus log x to the base is 4, and that is equal to 6 minus 1. I hope you understood. That becomes minus 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5. Well, now log x plus log y plus log z is log xyz, correct? So this is 2 into 16 into x, and that is equal to 5. I hope you understood this. Log x plus log y is equal to log xy. So that is if you have only two things. If you have three things, then x, y and z. X, y and z. Okay. So that's the formula we have used here. Well, let's move on. Let's move on. Now, let us multiply. What is this? 2 into 16. 32. So this is now so much easy. Now understand the conversion between log and exponential. Log x to the base a is equal to y. Then x is equal to a to the power y. Correct? Yes. Now, I need this. See, this is nothing but x. So x is equal to 32x is equal to a to the power y. What is a? 4. So this is 4 to the power y, that is 5. What I need? X. That's it. Okay. Now there's a easier way, there's a difficult way. So what is the easier way? Easier way is, think about the indices. You know what is 32? 32 is 2 to the power 5, correct? Yes. Therefore what you can do is you can write this as 2 to the power 5, and this is 2 square to the power 5. What did I do? I just wrote 4 as 2 square, right? So that will be 2 to the power 5 x, and these powers are interchangeable. If you have m raised to n, then this is a raised to n mn, because both are equal to a raised to mn, correct? So this will be multiplied, nm or mn, both are same when you multiply. Okay. So therefore what I'll do is I'll write 2 to the power 5 whole square. That's it. So 2 to the power 5 and this 2 to the power 5 you have twice, correct? So once it will cancel. So what remains is x is equal to 2 to the power 5, which is 32. So 32 is the right answer. So 32 is the actual answer there. So this is a work with indices. If you don't like indices, then what you will do? Then you multiply 4-5 times. Okay, multiply 4-5 times and then divide by 32. That's up to you how you work that. Okay, so 4 into 4, 16 into 4, 64 into 4 into 4, 5 times you multiply and divide by 32 later. That will be also 32, because this will be 32 square. Okay, 2 to the power 5 square, 32 square it is. So 132 will cancel, 32 will be the answer. Well, so how you simplify is up to you, but finally the answer must be obtained. Well, so that completes these 5 questions. Let's move on to the 6th question.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.